Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to make some carbon fibre door grips for the V35 and G35. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the post notification bell to stay up to date with my projects. With that being said, let's get into it. Alright guys, you may have seen I've already made these door grips before. Now they were for a 2003. My car was 2005 and they actually changed the design a little bit. So I've already done the molds, they're in this bag here. And we're going to produce the part in this episode. So we'll get them out and I'll take you through it. Okay guys, so we've got the molds out. So what I need to do is just go over them with a cloth, a bit dusty still. And then we are going to brush on some clear epoxy and we're going to let it dry. That will be our coat that we'll see. So it will be this surface. Yeah, we are going to be doing forged carbon on these ones. So we'll do that, let it dry, come back in 4 to 5 hours, so later tonight, and we'll do another coat, let it get tacky, and then we'll start dropping the carbon bits onto it. So we'll do the first coat now, and we'll come back later. Alright, so I mentioned probably a couple of episodes ago, these have been waxed up. They've got 5 or 6 layers of wax, and I just dusted them off then. So we're going to mix up, not a lot, you just need to brush this nice and light, so maybe like 25 grams. So we'll get the clear and the hardener. If this doesn't work, if this goes cloudy, then we're going to have to get the next hardener up. So hopefully this works. Alright boys, so we ended up with 55. This is way too much. Maybe I can get the other molds over here and do them as well. So we'll have pre-2005 and 2005 onwards. So we'll do the 4. These have been waxed up and everything, so I'll just dust them off again and we'll brush them on. So I've got to mix this still, and then I'll brush it in. I'll get the heat going onto it just a little bit to get the air bubbles out. Alright, so I've mixed it pretty good. Has got some air bubbles in it, but I believe heat from the heat gun should get the bubbles out. We should have a nice top coat. So here we go. So these two are the 2005, these ones are pre. A nice even coat. We really don't want to be sanding this. We probably will though, but yeah, we don't want it to be too thick. Should put more thin layers than big thick coat. More chance of runs and yeah. So make sure we fill all the corners. So I'll let this one fully cure and we'll add another one on. I've done way too much. I'm going to weigh the cup after I've done this and see how much I actually used. I think I've just wasted a lot. Didn't mean to, it just came out really quick. I was trying to do 30 grams, so 25 and 5. I ended up spewing over. So, I think that was still would have been too much. 30 grams of this. So I have been having trouble with a clear finish. I'm having real big troubles. So we'll see how we go with these. This set, well, these two sets actually. So you can see it's getting a bit thick there. Push it out. So we want clear, like, coverage, but we don't want it to gather too much. Alright, so I've hit it with the heat gun. It's gotten rid of the bubbles, and I've done the clear over here too. And I've hit it with the heat gun as well, so the bubbles are gone too. Back in 4 to 5 hours. Alright guys, I'm back. It's 8:37. It's just under 10 degrees in here. Got the heater going. Had the heater on for about an hour in here. But 8 degrees outside. I think that's got something to do with it. We are getting a bit of white. My theory is I'm putting it on that thin, that the heat that is normally produced by this is not creating enough heat to actually cure it properly, and we're getting white. So as you can see here, it's alright. Where it's a bit thicker, it's turning white. Same here, it's alright, except for in the edges where it's thick, it's gone white. So I'm not going to waste carbon on this. I'm going to try to hit it with the heat gun and see if I can get that out of it. If I do, I will use the carbon, but if I can't, I'll just do fiberglass on this one, because I still want to make a different piece that'll make it a lot easier to produce the part. There's too much stuff around at the end with flanges and stuff like that, so yeah. Get the heat gun onto all these for a little bit and see how we go. If it fixes it, I'll start on that one because I don't want to stuff these up. Yeah, and then we'll mix up a little bit more, and this will be our tack layer where we'll put the chopped carbon onto. Alright boys, so it is heat related, so it is looking better. So with the very little that has happened over here, I should be able to get rid of it. So I'm going to move these over here and I'll dust this off because there's a bit of junk over there. Alright guys, so I've just put a little bit of heat onto it, but hopefully next coat will produce enough heat that it will clear that layer up. And if it doesn't, too bad. Alright guys, so I just mixed up 20 and 5 for the ratio, so mix that up and we'll lay it down. Now, good thing about doing this layer is I have a bit of a buffer. When I flip it over, I can sand it back a little bit, and this will be like another layer that I could get down to if that happens. So hopefully this works. Alright boys, here we go again. So second layer. So think of this, when people are skinning it, this is the opposite way. So they lay their carbon and they do like 5 layers. Sand it back. This is just the opposite. This is just to get the shape. So hopefully this works. And again with this layer we'll shoot over it with the heat to get rid of the bubbles. This should ensure a nice coat. And this is the tack coat, so the carbon fibre will go into this layer. So yeah, just went over it with the heat gun there, and it's definitely to do with the heat that's making it go white. So let's try to get some heat on it. So I'm going to probably go away for about an hour, come back, hopefully it's tacky. If it's not, if it's set, let's do another layer. Alright guys, so this second layer hasn't dried and it's not even tacky yet. What I should do is have some bar heaters up here, so this station here is nice and warm. I really don't want to leave them unattended, so I need to somehow work out a heating solution, whereas I can leave it. So that's still that runny, that's moving. You see it? That line. Yeah. These of, yeah. We'll wait a little bit. So I have heated them up a little bit. Let me see, 20 to 30 minutes or so. I'll wait and we'll start sprinkling the chopped carbon into it. Alright guys, it's about 10:15 now. Got the heater up here now. Doesn't seem like it's blown any junk into it, so that's good. Got the carbon fibre there, so we're going to start sprinkling it in and rolling it flat. Once it's got good coverage, before I roll it flat, I'll shake the loose bits off, then I'll roll it flat, and then we'll do another coat of clear. Alright boys, so we've done 3 pretty loosely. Now to do those 3, it's been like one good pinch like that of carbon. So not a lot really. So just making sure it's a nice even coverage. I don't want to be able to see through to the bottom. Just slowly pushing it around. You don't want to drag this, otherwise the pieces will come apart. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is actually get some resin in there. Then with some resin, I will roll it. I could roll it now. Alright, so we'll do 2 different styles, techniques should I say. I'll roll these 2 first. So these are the pre-2005. Doesn't really do much. So we do have loose bits, which we are moving around, which is what we want to do. moving around because they are not on the resin. Alright, mixing it up. So obviously we've got 60 grams of resin here. I think it's going to be plenty for these two. Now, I might vacuum bag these. I will vacuum bag these. It pulls in nice and tight. I really don't want to brush this on, so I'm just going to pour it. Pour it. So, let's roll this. Alright boys, those two are rolled out. Let's mix up another batch and we'll do the 05 Plus handles. So I'd say I've got a decent amount of carbon on there. Hopefully after it comes out tomorrow, I can peel this off without releasing it from the mold. If I can do that, I'll do another layer of fibre of some sort. But yeah, let's get this on. Alright, as you can see, I've gone oversized. I like to do that because then the breather cloth that goes on top is less likely to stick to the piece, because you need to have some sharp edges on them. I'm going to be wrapping them up in the actual cloth so it doesn't pierce the vacuum bag. I'm going to roll this down like I would any other fibre cloth, so just trying to get it nice and tight. Let's come back once I've done that. Alright guys, I've got the cloth on there. I haven't fully rolled it down. I've just lightly gone from that side to that side. So I can get this down a bit better now. But I'm going to go cut some breather cloth and we'll wrap these up, get them in the vacuum bags. Alright boys, got two of them from the same pair in the vacuum bag. So let's vacuum it down and hopefully it holds. Alright boys, there we go. Let's vacuum down. Might need to open it up again and shift it because it's pulling it up from here, as you can see. Alright, looks like we got 2 for 2 with holding the vacuum. Let's hope it holds all night and we'll come back tomorrow and see how that turned out. My guess is there'll be air bubbles on these tight corners. Fingers crossed it's not. Alright boys, it's 7:30 in the morning. This one over here held vacuum. This one did not. And these are the newer ones for my car. Damn it. Hopefully it squished it down enough that they come out alright. But we'll find out later today when I come home from work. Alrighty guys, we are back. It's the next night. It's nearly 7 o'clock. So after I finished everything, I still had some resin left. So I tipped it out and it's gone pretty clear. So I'm starting to think I need to let it sit in the cup for a little bit longer and create some heat within itself before I start pouring it onto a mold or a piece or anything like that. That might be where I'm going wrong. So got 2 bags. This one here did not stay vacuumed, and these are the ones for my car. So let's look at the bad ones first, and then we'll get to the older ones over there. So just pull the backing off, and you can see there's some gaps. Let's see if I can get this out. Maybe I shouldn't actually. Maybe we're doing a layer tonight on this one, and maybe just some fiberglass. Give it a bit more strength and fill in these. So we'll use the clear again. So again, same with the other one. Told you these corners wouldn't work. Right, let's look at the other ones. Ones that are still under vacuum. Well, they look the same. Didn't take it back there, so if I take this off, it'll probably just fall apart. So I'll get the other one out and I'll show you that one. Alright, this one is the same except for there. It's still here. So I didn't go all the way to the corner. Had air in there. It's not completely clear. Oh, it's not too bad. Not having much luck here. I wonder if I can repair that. Or should I just pull it out? Maybe I'll just pull this one out and we'll see how we can improve. Alright, that didn't come out very well, but that's the look. What do you guys think? I don't know. Maybe I need bigger pieces. No, it looks weird. Yeah. I don't know. Very strange. Very strange that this piece went like that too. Another fail. So the ones that didn't vacuum down very good look a lot better. So I'm going to continue with these. I'll do more resin. I'll build it up a bit so it's easy to pop out. It's a lot thicker. This feels heavier than the 3 layers of carbon that I did, but it's hard to get even. As you can see, look at that. It's going through. So, and I think I've worked it out. But yeah, a bit light on with the resin and with the fibre. Alright guys, I'm going to leave this episode here. If you've got any tips on how to improve on the carbon fibre, leave a comment down below. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the post notification bell to stay up to date with these projects. Next episode, we're going to be driving the Forester, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next episode. Bye.